Alright, Nathaniel here, and today is a great day. Today is the day we analyze one of the best Predator ever. Of course, Jean-Pierre, Michael, Michel, whatever, Wehry, Scott, John Pedersen. I don't want to spoil anything. So let's go. One thing I want to say, I haven't even started the video and I already have stuff to say. I wish we had that for Lorne. Oh, that would be so awesome. Look at him. I never understood the California investigation. Like, they have to go in by the side door. Like, if I was going to meet a girl online and she says, "Oh, I come in by the side door," I would be like, no, I'm gonna get jumped by 5 guys that are gonna be robbing me. Like, no, you want me to get in your house? First, I'm not gonna get in your house for the first date. I'm just gonna knock at the door and we're gonna go somewhere. You know, if I never met the girl, we're not gonna go to her house. We're gonna go somewhere where we can talk. But to go by the side door, and she won't even open the door, like, "Oh, the side door is open, come in." And the guy just come in like it's his house. What a loser. But look at him and listen what's gonna happen. I never understood what that sound was like. Why would you do that? Like, you're trying to call her, you're like, is that like a secret code? Why can't you say, "Hello, anyone there?" You know, instead of doing, why, man? Why? I don't get it. And then he's gonna stay there and wait, like, he walks around like, I guess Scott Peterson is not there after all. And then the girl, I guess they saw him on the cam. You there? And she doesn't even sound sexy. I know it's there and I want to criticize, but if I'm going to go to a house to have sex with the, well, I guess in this case it's a boy, at least expect the boy to have a cute voice. The voice of Dell sounds like a frustrated. Okay, I'm not gonna say it because I might get some people on my ass. I love Dell. I think she's awesome. Well, somebody posted on my video and say that Dell is a social justice warrior. That's true, but I have to say that they'll help a lot when it comes to catching predators, and for that I love her. Anyway, her voice is not sexy for what she's supposed to play. Now Jean-Pierre Wehry is going around. We don't know what's happening. Like, he's just and he goes around, and then he comes in. You up there, man? He does the again. Why? Why is that some kind of like spy movie or something? Like, you have to imitate an animal. There's a secret code amongst predators. I don't know. Come in. And now he comes in. Look at him. Like, the shirt he wears is really ugly. He has a backpack. His hair is messy. He looks like a troll. He has his headphones around his neck. And I don't know why. He's fat and, you know, he doesn't look very good. I know what you're going to say. It's not his fault. But he could prepare, like, he could dress himself better than that, you know. He could make an effort. If I'm going to make a girl, at least brush your hair and take a shower. He looks like dirty. Big film.
Yeah.
That's a low quality video.
You managed to bring your camera?
You managed to...
Hey, sir, can you come back over here, please?
Hey, sir. Now that's Chris Hansen. Now listen at the excuse he's gonna say. Somebody noticed, like, he's gonna say an excuse about John Pedersen, but if the excuse was real and he was really looking for Scott, what would he do? He would go and say, "Oh, hello, sir, are you John?" That's what he would do, right? You know?
Right there, please.
Let's listen to it. And then he's like, "Sit down." "Oh, I guess I'm sitting down for my job interview. So what's your experience in construction?" "I drive, I operate a LOL." Look at this fact. It doesn't even fit his shirt. It's like yellow-green. He has some fin here. He has something around his neck. You look like a fucking ass.
Why were you in such a hurry to go up on the answer to the phone?
Oh, nothing. I thought I was looking for somebody, and that's all. I'm sorry.
And who were you looking for?
John Pedersen.
We're looking for John Pedersen. So if he was really looking for John, why doesn't he say, "Hello, sir, are you John Pedersen?" Honestly, if you're looking for somebody inside a house, if you're looking for a man inside a house, and there's a man, and just one man, you're going to believe that it's John Pedersen. But he doesn't say that. He says, "Oh, hello, sir, I was just going around looking for somebody. John Pedersen." I'm sure he came with that name like in the bus. He said, "Oh, if I get caught, I'll just say that I was looking for John."
John Pedersen.
Yeah, he's
And
like,
why were you looking for John?
I was going to talk about some business.
I was gonna talk about some business. I have to say this. I have my notes in front of me, and I tried to make sense of Jean-Pierre Wehry's story or Michael Wehry's story. I couldn't do it. Okay, so I have a plan with everything he says, with the bus, the Mexican, and all that shit. I still don't understand what happened, like according to his story. But look, the way I like a lot about Jean-Pierre Wehry. He's in my top 5 predators. The way he looks at the John, I guess, he's like, again, he says he's gonna talk some business, dressed like that, dressed like a slum with headphones, and that's not how you present yourself for a business. At least wear a tie. And the way he looks at Chris, he says, "Please believe me." His eye says, please believe me, please believe me."
And what business was that?
I'm going to try to find a job somewhere. And I heard about John Pedersen. I heard there was a guy named John Pedersen in the area. That's all.
I heard there was a guy named John Pedersen in the area. Right. He was at the mall and somebody said, "Hey sir, there's a John Pedersen in that area, so go there and pick a house at random and enter the house and see if John Pedersen is in that house." Oh, I heard there was a John Pedersen in the area, so I just went and I decided to go into every house one by one until I found him at 11 p.m. at night. Your story is impossible. Already, his story is not impossible. And even Chris notices. He says, like, in the area.
In this area. That's all.
And
That's all.
why did you come to this house looking for John Pedersen?
That's a good question. Why do you come to this house looking for John? He's like, look at his face. He's like, yeah, that's a good question. When am I going to reply to that?
I had a phone call.
Oh, I had a phone call. So I had a phone call telling me, "Yo, Jean-Pierre, there's a John Pedersen somewhere in Riverside. You have to find him. It's like a treasure hunt, you know. If you find him, you get a job."
A phone call.
Yeah.
From?
I got a phone call from, you know, every time somebody calls me, I don't know who it is. Like, I got a phone call, I don't know who it was. Somebody calls me. He's like, "Man, what am I gonna invent?"
In fact, I don't actually know the guy, besides the fact that his name is. I don't even remember his name.
Oh, somebody called me. I don't know. I don't remember the guy's name except for his name. Quick, come with a name. I already used John. What name can I use? I don't even know his name. Like, somebody called me, like, he was at home. Somebody called him. "Hello, Jean-Pierre. There's a John Pedersen looking to hire people in that house." That is his story so far.
It was about 5 hours ago. I've been walking.
5
How
hours.
far did you walk?
Oh, look at that.
How far did I walk?
How far did you walk? How far did I walk? Like, he doesn't know the answer. He's like, he's so mixed up. Like, he looks like somebody, like, he's very confused. Like, I don't understand why he cannot come with an answer. You know, when somebody talks to me and says, "Yo, Nathaniel, how far did you walk?" I just ponder to myself, how far did I walk? You should have at least worked your story a little bit, Jean-Pierre.
Where did you come from?
Where did you come from? Look at how long it takes to reply. Like, where did I come from? I come from Panama.
I came from the mall down the road.
I came from the mall down the road. Where did you come from? Oh, from the mall? No. Originally, where did you come from? Where did you come from? Oh, the corner of the street. I walked from the corner of the street to here.
Where did you start off from today?
Where did you start off from today?
I started off in Panama.
In Panama. Yeah.
And
In
how far away
Claremont?
is that?
I have no idea.
How far away is that? I have no idea. I just decided I was gonna go to Riverside. Like, I just picked that. I have no idea how far it is. You don't even have an idea of how far it is? Is it like 5 hours away, 4 hours away, 100 miles, 200 miles? You have no idea? You just made the trip, you idiot.
You took a bus
You took a drop?
I took a bus part of the way.
and walked the rest.
Yeah, I was just walking up the road because I was looking and I was told that, there's a John Pedersen that has a construction company out there.
I just walking down the road because somebody told me there was a John Patterson with a construction company, and that's it. That's it. That's my story.
Just walking down the road,
I
and you
know.
thought
And
that this
Chris is like, okay, you were just walking down the road like that. You took a bus from Panoma to Riverside, and that's not next door, okay? He says 5 hours. And just to walk down the street and hopefully find John.
fellow with the construction company lived in this house.
Somebody told me that he
Somebody
lived-
told me.
Somebody who
So
was-
now his story is going to change. He's like, somebody called me to say there's a John Patterson, but no. Somebody told me that he lived here. Who is somebody?
A young man on the phone.
A young man on the phone. So back to the man on the phone. The man, he doesn't know the name. So now the guy on the phone didn't tell him to go there. He gave Jean Pierre the address, and he says go there. So the story is already changing. 2 minutes 43. That's not a robust story.
How did you reach this young man on the phone?
How did you reach him?
He had called me.
He called me.
He called you just out of the blue.
Just out of the
No,
blue.
I think he had my number.
But obviously, he had your number. If he was gonna call you, he's not gonna dial the random number. Eventually, fall on you, hopefully to recruit some new construction worker. You know, this isn't Lorne trying to sell his tickets and using an auto dialer. Like, no, I think he had my number. If he knew your name, and if somebody called me like at random and says, "Hello, Nathaniel, there's a job 5 hours away. You can have an interview with John Patterson," I would just hang up. You know, so the guy knew his name and number. How did he know the name and number? And that's how Chris is gonna ask.
And how did he get your
How do you get your number? Chris is such a sleuth. Is it a sleuth? A slut? You know, a detective. Chris is pretty smart. Because we tend to forget it when you watch that interview, but Chris had to come with the question on the spot. I watched this at least 100 times, so I had time to understand everything. But Chris, he has to come up with that shit right away, right on the spot, you know? How do you get your number? And now you see he's stuck like,
I don't know how he got my number.
I don't know I
know
got my number.
that, I've been putting out word that I'm looking for a job.
Okay, now his story changes again. Now, Jean-Pierre Wehry says, I don't know, I got my number, I've just been putting work. So maybe it's a friend of a friend thing, you know? Maybe one of my friends gave him my number because they knew I was looking for a job. And that's how he called me. So that part is believable. It's possible. It's not likely, but it's possible. But he's going to fuck it up again. Listen.
And I was told that John Patterson lives here.
So now he says John Patterson lives here. So basically somebody called him, given the address, go see John Patterson at this address. And that guess that's what he did at 11 p.m. at night, dressed like that. And he doesn't look like anyone who ever worked in construction. Let's go.
In this neighborhood.
So
All I have is his address.
you received a call
Listen to Chris.
from someone who you didn't know, who
Look
said
at
go
him,
to
look
a
at him.
house where you've
No.
never been
I know.
to see a man you've never met
I
to
know.
get a job. Is that correct?
No, when I said
And he says no, but that's exactly what he said. So Chris goes and he says what he repeats the story, but he repeats it well. Chris is a journalist and he's a very good journalist. So he repeats Jean-Pierre Wehry's story perfectly. That's exactly what happened. What Chris said, that's exactly what happened. And now Jean-Pierre Wehry feels like under the lights. So he says, no, that's not what happened. So I've said, yes, that's what it is. But he says, no, listen,
I have a friend.
I have a friend,
Okay.
okay? And now he's earning some time to think about it, but he's not a fast thinker. When he takes pauses like that, he's starting to think like, I don't want to contradict myself.
He told me about a guy named John Patterson.
Okay, now he had a friend who told him about John Patterson. So his story is changing again. So now there's no stranger that called him. It's a friend that said about John Patterson.
in this neighborhood.
That lives in the neighborhood. So he just knew a spot and he just went into a random house.
I had an address.
Okay.
I found out where this neighborhood was. I walked. I'm looking for work.
I don't understand what he means. Like, he had an address, he found the neighborhood, and he walked to the address. So a friend, I don't understand his story. It makes so little sense.
In this neighborhood.
Let's listen to it again.
What I said to you is I have a friend.
I have a friend.
Okay.
Okay.
He told me about a guy named John Patterson that lives in this neighborhood.
Okay.
Okay. I had an address. I found out where this neighborhood was. I walked. I'm looking for work.
You couldn't.
That makes no sense. Like, somebody, my brain hurts. I don't understand his story. So a friend called him, said there's a John Patterson neighborhood, and he gave him an address, and he found the neighborhood, and he walked to find the address. you were changing your story again. So you have no strangers that called you. You have no putting word that you're looking for a job and you don't know the name of the guy who called you. I don't understand. Let's go.
You just call John Pedersen?
Good question. Why didn't you call them?
Phone?
I wasn't given his actual
I was
number.
not given his actual number. I was told he was just going to be in the area.
Just hanging out with
He was going to be in the area, and Chris says, just hanging out.
No.
No. At 11 p.m. in the evening.
No,
20 at
my
night.
problem was
11,
I
20
was
at night.
walking. My problem
Okay.
was I was walking.
So
And
Your problem was that you were walking. Like, my problem was that I was walking. I don't understand. It makes no sense. I'm lost. I'm completely lost right now.
You were going to come to a job interview at this
No.
home at 11:20 at night.
I was
No, and he says no, but that's actually exactly what he said. Chris says, so you thought you were going to come to this house, get a job interview at 11:20 at night. And he says no, but that's what you said. And he says, no, I was going to leave a note.
don't even know.
You were leaving now.
That's all I'm going to do.
That's what I'm going to do.
That's all.
That's all.
That's all I have.
That's all I have. Like, please believe me. Like, you pushed me to my limit already. I cannot lie any further. That's all I have. So he took a bus. He walked a long way for 5 hours to arrive at the house. And his plan was to get into the house and leave a note. Like, imagine the story was real. Imagine John Pedersen lived there. So now the house is empty. He comes by the side door in a very surreptitious manner. And he was going to leave a note. Hi, this is Jean-Pierre Wehry. We never met before, but I'm looking for a job and hire me. That's his plan, basically. But why don't you send him a letter if you're going to do that? It's going to take about the same time. The letter is going to arrive at tomorrow morning. So, like, if somebody went into my house when I'm not there and left a note, I would freak out. So he wasn't expecting John to be there, I guess? How did you know John wasn't going to be in the house? So many questions.
See why that doesn't
Makes sense.
Well, you know, I understand there's construction up here.
Okay, so now he changes his story again. There's construction out there. But anyway, no matter where you go, there's probably work. You know, there's a construction site within a mile. So when he says there's construction right there, there's construction everywhere, man. I understand there's construction right there.
Okay?
Okay.
That's what I know. And I was told that John, you know, I could leave a note here because young man.
So now he was told that he could leave a note there because, you know, everybody is not at home at 11:20 at night. So now his story changes again. Now he was told that he could leave a note. That's the 4th time the story changed. And we're not even 25% done.
I don't know. College kid who knows John. I don't know.
I don't know. A college
And
kid.
when I
Okay.
called the number, he said, "Yeah, come on."
What number? What number? I missed one. What number did you call? I don't understand.
College kid who knows John. I don't know.
College kid.
And when I called the number, he said, "Yeah, come on." The back gates, the gates open.
Story changes again. So now he called John, and John, or a representative of John, said, "Yeah, come on in. The back door is open." Okay, like that always happens. Like when I'm not home and somebody calls me on my, I don't know, my cell phone, I guess. What number did he call? And if he had the phone, he doesn't have a cell phone, so he probably called from his hometown in Pomona. How far is Pomona? California. Pomona, that's here. I want to see how far it is. I think it's 5 hours, but to Riverside. Let's go. I think it's pretty far. No, it's actually not that far. I'm really surprised. I thought it was 5 hours. I'm gonna see Jean-Pierre Wehry. So my apologies. Maybe a story makes sense after all. Jean-Pierre Wehry is the real one. Oh, that's another. Cringe. Oh no, we don't have the chat log. Oh. Oh yeah, that's the funniest shit. That's true. Under the 3 strikes law, he was sentenced to 75 years to life. He's actually like 50, so he's gonna die in jail for violent rape. That's not funny. This guy is a violent rapist. An attempted lewd with a minor that can be seen in the video. Wow. The sentence was reduced to 50. You fucking loser. That is what we call a Pyrrhic victory. Like you win your appeal from 75 to life to 50 to life. But when you're already 50 and something, he's in his 50s, he's gonna die. Oh yeah, yeah, the floppy dick with the photograph of teenage boy on him. Good one. But I'm sorry, I apologize. Oh, that's not even long. It's actually 30 minutes away. So he took a bus. We can see his epic trip. He took a bus part of the way, and I guess I should find the address of the house in Riverside. We could see where he got off the bus, and he probably walked. He came from the mall, you know. So I guess he received a call at like 10 p.m. Then he took a bus just to meet him. I wish we had this chat log. Pomona. I want to make sure I had the right one. Pomona. Riverside Blues. Yeah, I think that's him. Oh, I want to see sex offender record. And he was born in 57, so at the time he was 48. So yeah, he was 48 here about in 2005. Yeah, about 48. So I guess there's a magical number with like Lauren where you get arrested. Look at how the aliases. Jean-Michael Wehry, Jean-Pierre Wehry, Jean-Pierre Michael Wehry, Jean-Pierre Michael Wehry. Wow. And rape by force. That's not funny. But yeah, he was living there. I guess that's him. John Michael Wilst, Wehry, is 50. That's where he used to live. But I want to see where he lives exactly. Oh, now he's in Michigan. I guess there's a mistake. But Jean-Pierre Wehry, poor guy. Now he's going to die in jail. You know, I live there. Oh, that's another funny part. But I think I'm going to stop here for part 1. So we'll see us for part 2 very soon. We'll continue the epic journey and lives of Jean-Pierre.